folks. This is 928 lit. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm sitting in a little glade jar because my phone's really shitty, so if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. I'll try to speak up. Okay. I was about to take a shot. I don't know if you can see that. It is Captain Morgan. Like open down. Anyways, I'll have a shot in a little while. This is rum and coke. I'm not gonna drink it though. Just my shot. Anyways, today I wanted to tell you a story about Adam and Eve and why the forbidden fruit was eaten by Eve. Crazy bitch. Just kidding. Okay, well, this is how it was. I'm not gonna tell you the how would you say, description or the plot, the setting. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm just gonna go right through the story. So this is how it went down. When Adam and Eve were created by God, of course God created many things. He created our earth, us, our plants, our animals, the clouds, the sky. He gave us our water, our food, our ground, our brains, our eyes, our senses and whatnot. He pretty much gave us everything. And I don't believe in Darwinism, so I'm not gonna stand here and say, oh well, we were evolved from monkeys. But anyways, that's besides my story. Okay. Anyways, so when Adam and Eve were created, they were curious, of course, seeing new things. I'm pretty sure they were trooping out on their hands like, holy shit, I would be. So they were out walking around, and God comes along and tells them, you know, hey, you too, I'm going to put this fruit on the tree. Do not eat it. And which is kind of fucked up because it's like you're toying with them, right? It's like saying, well, I'm telling you not to eat it, but like I'm kind of daring you to eat it. You know, we'll see how well you listen. But he told him to stay away. It was strictly forbidden. That's why it's called the forbidden fruit. Some people think it's an apple, but I don't know. If it's in the Bible, I don't know it because I haven't read the whole Bible. But anyways, so they were out walking around, right? And they knew not to eat the fruit. So they're cool about that. So they're just walking, right? And they're really walking along and curious, looking at trees and animals and plants. And, you know, Adam's like, oh, he was Eve. You know, I'm just playing around when they're talking, but, you know, this is how I think this would have went down my story. He's like, oh, he was Eve. Look at these plants. He looks really tall, you know. And she's like, oh, yeah, let's go check it out. And so they go into this forest, it's like a meadow, and you see all these plants, these tall plants sitting there. There's trees around, but it looks like a field mostly. And, you know, of course, it's just the only two people on Earth, Adam and Eve. So they're out in the forest, looking at this plant, and suddenly they look up in the sky and they see really dark clouds, and it gets really windy. Then, out of nowhere, crazy lightning comes and it strikes one of the plants, and so the plant, you know, it looks smoky, and then it suddenly starts catching fire, and amazingly enough, it doesn't rain. And so the lightning strikes, it hits the ground, the plants, and the plant started on fire, kind of, and it's mostly smoky though. And they look at it, they go to look at it like, oh wow, look at what's all this crazy stuff. You know, they don't know what smoke. And so they're looking at it, they're trying to touch it, and they're smelling it, and soon enough, they start looking at each other, and they're all smiling, and their eyes are all red and bloodshot and fucking Chinese eyes, no offense. They're looking at each other, and they start feeling all happy, and they start laughing at each other because they're naked. They're like, oh, look, you got no belly button. Adam's like, what the fuck is a belly button? No, I'm just kidding. But they start laughing and giggling, and come to find out that those plants were marijuana. And amazingly, the lightning comes to strike. Probably to get them high. But they start breathing in more of the smoke, and they start feeling hungry later on, and they start walking again, and they're talking, and then they come across a tree with a fruit. And so Adam's like, hey Eve. She's like, what? And Adam's like, I dare you to eat that fruit. She's all like, what fruit? Adam's like, come on, the fruit on the tree. And then Eve is like, oh, the forbidden fruit. And Adam's like, yeah, that one. Women are smart. She goes, but God told us not to eat that fruit. It's forbidden. We're strictly supposed to stay away from it. And Adam, the fun guy he is, he's like, ah, come on, what's one bite gonna do? He's standing there, trying to tempt her to eat the fruit. And so later, she finally gives in because she starts getting the munchies. And so she goes up to the tree, and she's, looking at its beautiful little shape, and she's like, wow, this is very colorful. And, she looks at Adam, are you sure it's okay if I could eat it? And he's like, no, we're not supposed to. And she's like, oh yeah, huh? And so he's like, just eat it, one bite. And she's all like, I'm scared, And he's like, just eat it. And so she does. She takes a bite of the fruit, and they pretty much black out. That's how my story is gonna end, they black out. But that's pretty much why the forbidden fruit was eaten, I think. It's a crazy story, something funny people could believe. I'm gonna stick with that story though. But I know when she ate the fruit, that's why women have painful births and whatnot. Thanks to those two fucking stoners who, dared each other to eat the fruit. And yeah, that's just my story. I just thought I'd share it with you guys because that's something silly I was thinking earlier. I was online, I was Facebooking, and I don't know where the Bible popped into my head, right? I was Facebooking. Facebook, Bible, big difference. And so that randomly came to mind, and I thought of Adam and Eve for some reason, and I was like, oh, this is really true. Then I thought of that song Murder Me by Busy Bones, and probably talking about Adam or Eve eating the forbidden fruit. But anyways, I was Facebooking, and I was looking at one of my pictures, and I saw me holding a bag of bud of 3 grams, and I thought, hey, that could be an interesting story. Seeing bud, thinking of Adam and Eve and forbidden fruit, so of course, there's a story. Yeah, forbidden fruit. It's all because God put the weed there. No, I'm not blaming God for them eating the fruit though. But that'd be something fucked up, right? Something in that. Oh, that could be another good one. God struck the marijuana plants, getting them high, making Eve get the munchies, and tempting her to eat the fruit. It all comes together. That's dope. Anyways, that's just a story I wanted to tell. I thought it would have been funny. The time is 10:53 p.m. I'm babysitting my niece. Anyways, is this still going? Whoa. Okay, that was like pretty awesome, alright? Anyways, I'm gonna end this video with a shot of Captain Morgan spiced rum for the YouTubers. Yes, I drink. Like I said, I don't got weed. I think I mentioned I don't have weed. I don't remember. I smoke myself retarded, so anyway. I can't remember things, and even if I did, I'll just forget again. I don't know how well you can see me. I'm sorry if you can't. But, well, I have no idea how much I'm drinking. Oh, okay. It's 70 proof, 35% alcohol, so just one shot of it, and I don't usually drink like I used to. I smoke a lot more. My birthday's coming up, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. A friend of mine is gonna hook me up with some buds, and I'm looking forward to smoking on my birthday and playing beer pong on my birthday. It'll be fun. I'll try to record all of it. But pretty YouTubers in Mexico, out of all places. I'm just trying to blow on it. Okay. I haven't had Captain Morgan since I was a sophomore in high school. And I just graduated. It's been like 2 years. Oh, I can already feel it in my stomach too. Anyways, yeah, it was my first time having Captain Morgan in 2 years. So I forgot what it tastes like. I might drink it all tonight. I don't know. It's not my gallon. It's not gallon anymore, but it's not mine. But I might drink it. Cause that's a lot of fucking alcohol, and it's just me here tonight. So how much is left? I could already feel it in my head. 35, 70 proof. Spice rum. He's a sexy pirate. Look at all that rum in there. Probably feels all famous. Anyways. Yeah, and hope everyone had a happy and safe Thanksgiving yesterday. I did, pretty much. I got full off of one plate. My sister cooked for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. You know, all by herself in this little kitchen. Off of that stove, she cooked a whole lot. And there's still a lot of leftovers. We got our casserole, our stuffing, some corn, jello, turkey, mashed potatoes. Like, wow. Salad. But yeah, I ended up doing dishes just because I felt bad because I didn't help. We got our little pies and whatnot. But, oh yeah, and they drink, some wine. I didn't want any because wine is, like, not my thing. It doesn't really exactly taste good. My sister thought it would be cool. So she went out and bought that bottle and then, like, 4 wine glasses. Asking if I wanted some, but I said no. I might just finish this rum and coke because I feel like drinking now because of that one shot. Anyways, let's find a good one. Thug Love and Twisted. I'll listen to that first. Alright guys, well, I'll make a video right after this. I'll post it, part 1. This will be part 1 video, part 2. Wait. Okay. And tonight I'll just take shots, okay? I'll be drinking, and you guys can watch me get drunk. That'll be cool, alright? Since I told my story. So yeah, stick around, part 2 right after this. So I'm gonna post this online, and then